Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the Cesar Magz show. This looks terrible, and this is gonna sound terrible because this is the first time I'm doing this. But what this is gonna be my podcast. I can't even hear myself, so I don't even know why I have these headphones on. I'm supposed to be able to hear myself, but it's not working out that way. But anyway, hopefully this doesn't sound too bad. I wish there was a way I could really monitor how I sound, but oh well. What are you going to do? Welcome to the first ever Cesar Magz show episode. And this is going to be a podcast where I talk about literally anything, everything, and it will look better, and I hope it sounds better in the future. I don't know if it's going to sound good because I can't hear myself because my headphones are not working. But anyway, yeah, this show, I'm going to just be talking about whatever it is that comes to my mind. I don't want this to be more than 30 minutes. I don't even know if my camera can record for that long, but I guess we'll find out together. Do the headphones at least look cool? I think the background actually looks cool. I think if I get a ring light, I feel like I'm like hunched over. Maybe I could scoot this back. All right, there we go. I feel like this looks pretty cool. I mean, I got my poker table, which is perfect for me because I love poker. But and I'm going to constantly be checking to make sure my mic is still on and recording. But anyway, this show, what should we talk about today? Well, today, I think it's important I think what I would like to do is recap everything that I've done in the past weekend and then talk about what I got going on soon. Because as much as I really want to vlog, here, I have an idea. I'm going to take this off. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do one headphone on because it feels weird without a headphone on. I don't know why. It feels like when I used to I recorded a fantasy football podcast for like 3 weeks. But anyway, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. Who knows? I think this is a little better. Does it look weird? I feel like it looks weird. But yeah, I have ADHD. So that's why I'm doing this, so I can just let it rip and see what we can talk about. This is going to be no longer than 30 minutes. Could be shorter, but I'm not going to make this go any longer because who knows what I'll just ramble on about. But anyway, this past weekend, okay, what did I do? Well, it was a pretty eventful weekend. It was a fun weekend because Thursday we had the NFL draft where I was waiting to see what the 49ers would do. They ended up just trading back until they ended up just being the first pick of the second round, which I thought it was pretty smart if you liked who was still left, and I thought we were going to go Denzel Boston, even though I didn't want them to do that. But it ended up being a lot worse in the fact that we didn't even get Boston, and I didn't want Boston, but we did. We made an even worse pick in getting Stribling. I already forget his first name. I think it's Deshaun. I could be wrong, but yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that. But anyway, I mean, I guess that happened on Saturday. But Thursday was a draft. It was fun. Got to watch a crazy draft. You know, it was pretty wild. With friends, went to a friend's house, and we ate smash burgers, which was really fun. It was a good time. And then Friday, the second round of the draft, the 49ers just absolutely showed their cards as far as what they're going to do, just like they do every year, and just reach. So that started off my Friday right after work because the draft started, I think, like an hour after I got off. So it took me half an hour to get home, and then I also needed to grab stuff for a poker night, which we had, which was a lot of fun. It was a small group. Sometimes it's a lot bigger, but this time it was a small group, but it was a fun group. I had a good time. I didn't lose much money. I think I made like $20 or something. And we don't play for that much money. We're just here to have a good time. So we were watching the Laker game, the draft, eventually the Dodger game. And yeah, it was a good time. So I had a really fun time during the poker night. And I took it easy because the next day was a family fun day. Because my wife and I and our daughter, we really wanted to do something. So we ended up doing that. And we ended up going to the Varsity Club in Oxnard, California. Nope, the Varsity Club in Ventura, California, which was a cool spot. It was our first time, so we were really confused. And the hostess there, she had no idea what was going on. So she confused us even more when all we wanted to do was see if we could get a bay. Well, at first we didn't know if we really wanted to golf, depending on the price, whatever, hit in the simulator, hit the bay. So we found out it was available. So we went, got our drinks, got food, the food was really good. They had really good nachos, and we were just playing on that thing. I was playing on it pretty much mainly. It was me, my wife, my daughter, who's 8 months old, so obviously she's being held, my uncle, and my aunt. So we had a good time, and yeah, I was sweating. My wife was laughing at me because I was sweating so much from like constantly hitting it or hitting the ball, and so that was pretty funny, a little embarrassing. And I did bring my own clubs, so I was that guy. But overall, we liked the spot. I did a little review on my Instagram, TikTok, so check that out at Cesar Magz. And yeah, we had a good time. And I tried a beer there that was pretty good. I forget the name of it. But yeah, I like that spot. I definitely would go back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then today's Tuesday. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, and I thought today was Monday. So on Sunday, my parents came over. We had a good time. I got to chill out. I was playing MLB The Show like I like to. My parents were enjoying their grandbaby. And we had a Hawaiian barbecue, which was really good. My dad decided we were going to grill, but my dad decided to pick up Hawaiian barbecue, which was delicious. And I kind of want again soon. And that was pretty good. And I actually like Hawaiian barbecue more than like I kind of remembered. So that was nice. I think my wife and I could add that to the rotation. So overall, just a nice, chill weekend. And this week, we have something pretty cool going down, okay? On Friday, I'm taking off work, and I didn't know this was on a Friday when I was told this months ago, but we have a 4-man scramble charity golf tournament that me and some of my best friends are playing in, and I don't know what to expect. This will be my first one ever, but it's for a good cause, and it's going to be a good time for me and my friends that hang out and golf, and I'm taking work off, so I guess that's a plus of having it on a Friday. But yeah, I'm excited. I really don't know how good we'll do at all. I don't know if we even have a chance. I suck, and our best player is probably like a 15. I don't even know if we have a 15 handicap. I think maybe a 20 handicap will be a best player, but we'll see. And I do want to vlog it, which I think I was talking about that earlier and completely forgot. I want to vlog a lot, but it's just hard because I enjoy the moment. So I think it's smart for me to just talk on this podcast and just share what's going on with me and my thoughts on what's going on. But yeah, please bear with me. This is hard to do. I haven't done this since like 2020, and some of you guys might remember I tried to do something like this, and it is a little hard, and it's very similar to how this is set up. But yeah, I mean, just bear with me. We're just getting started, so not too many people are going to watch this, but just try my best, and it's going to look better. I think right now it doesn't look that bad. You guys are all pretty nice, so I'm sure you'll say it doesn't look that bad, but I'm going to make it look better. And I think this is a good little setup already to start off. I think maybe I need to like raise the camera because it feels weird. I'm like looking at my hand and it looks huge right here. It's like a 3D. It looks like a 3D freaking, I don't know. It looks weird. But anyway, maybe I'll just put my hand here. But yeah, sorry. I just overthink things a lot. But yeah, Friday, we're going to have that scramble tournament, and I'm excited about that. That should be a lot of fun. And then Saturday's going to be chill. Probably going to celebrate Mother's Day with my mom because next week will actually be my wife and I's 1-year anniversary, and it'll be my wife's first Mother's Day, so we want to make that a special day. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, that's what's going on in my life, and I guess I'll take this moment after I've caught you up with everything that's going on. I guess let me talk about one more thing. 2 weeks ago, I went to Big Bear. My family friend has a cabin out there. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. We were golfing. We went up, Michael and I, my best friend, we went up Friday night and golfed on Saturday, came back Sunday morning. We had stories, we had laughs. You would have thought that we were there for a week with the funny stories and the funny stuff that happened. But yeah, that was a great time. And the golf there was cool. It was a 9-hole course that they have right there. My family friend, his cabin is right on the 9th hole. So that part's really cool too. But yeah, it's a cool little spot. Because we played the 9-hole twice, and that was like, I would play 36. It was just so much fun, and it was such a nice day out. So I really enjoyed playing there, and I want to go back there. Because honestly, I prefer going to Big Bear when it's not snowing. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. So I'd rather do that, honestly. And that was right up my alley. It was a good time, not crowded either. So the drive there and the drive back was a breeze. It was super easy, super like quick compared to like if you were to go during the snow, which I really like. So yeah, I would recommend that, especially if you don't like the cold. That's what I would do. But yeah, I mean, that's all I've pretty much been up to and have done lately. And I will take this moment. If you don't like football, I'm sorry, but I just got to vent because the 49ers suck at drafting. All they do is reach. All we do is try to outsmart the draft, and it just never works out. And yes, you're going to say we do well in the late rounds. When we reach sometimes and get, Fred Warner, George Kittle, in the later rounds, Brock Purdy was the last pick. You can't reach on the last pick. But anyway, we just suck at drafting. But I will say this, I'm excited for season to come around. It's closer and it's going to be fun, and draft always gives you that little taste of what's to come, and football starting up, especially if you're playing Dynasty like me, which I made a big Dynasty trade, which is fantasy football that's year-round, and I had to get my boy Ricky Pearsall because I'm an idiot. So I traded away 2 firsts for Ricky Pearsall, Cam Scatterboo, and a 2027 second-round pick. I asked some people on TikTok what they thought about the trade. 90% said that I got fleeced, which only time will tell. That's how it goes sometimes. But that was definitely more of a play from the heart. And my team is rebuilding, so I could have afforded to do that, and that's why I wanted to. But we'll see. I mean, it seems like a medium risk, medium reward, fair trade, so we'll see how that pans out. And who knows, months from now I could tell you how that was the worst trade I've ever had, which I've had a lot of those after playing Dynasty football for going on 6 years now, which is crazy. And that's something that I definitely enjoy and will talk about on these because, again, this is the Cesar Magz Show where I'm going to talk about anything and everything. And it's kind of funny because I thought I would easily be able to talk for 30 minutes, but it's not looking like that because this is hard. A first episode where you're just talking pretty much to yourself and trying to go for 30 minutes, and especially because I'm looking at the clock, and I know it's going to be shorter than what I record because I'm going to have to edit some stuff out because I stutter a lot, and again, this is really hard. But anyway, where was I even going with that? I think that was all just to say, what I don't even know. That's the thing with me. I'll ramble, and then I don't know how I got where I'm at. So I guess I was talking about Dynasty. I always get 49ers, which, it's funny. You would think it'd be my downfall, but last year I won 4 leagues, so I don't know if you can really fault me because somehow, some way, I find a way to win. So that's that. I guess if there's anything else I could say, it would be that my daughter is going to be 9 months in like a week, a little bit more, like a week and a half, which is insane. And being a father is the greatest thing I've ever done. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, the most rewarding thing I've ever done, and I love my daughter more than anything, and it is crazy. When they say time flies, time definitely flies. And I want to keep doing these. I want to do these at least once a week, so it's going to be crazy down the line when I look back at these moments and think about my life where it was, and my daughter especially, because yeah, I love her so much. And I feel like when you're in the grind of being a first-time parent, it's hard to appreciate. Like, I don't know what I don't know when it comes to being a father. So, which in a way is kind of sad for my daughter because I'm learning while she's growing. So I feel like I've already made mistakes that I'm going to correct on my next child, but I'm learning from them, which is important. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing where it's like, again, I don't know what I don't know, so I'm kind of learning on the way. My wife and I were a great team. We worked together. It's hard sometimes, especially at the beginning when you're not sleeping and things like that. But to this point, I think we've done a pretty good job so far, and it's been fun, and I'm excited to continue to learn and see my daughter grow as a person because she's really smart. Like, watching the things she does, it's so impressive. Like, she's starting to like try to stand on her own already, and she's crawling. We're working on her crawling. She's clapping now. She'll like babble. So it's really neat, and I love it, and I love this journey, and I love her so much, and I love my family. Like, after I record this, my wife and I and Mila, we're going to go to the range, and I'm just like so excited. It's a nice day. which is, you know what? That's another thing we can talk about. Today, I was at work, and all I could think about, how it was such a nice day out, and I'm just stuck working, just sitting there, and I work outside, so I'm outside on such a nice day, feeling like I'm just wasting my time. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to record today, because I feel like each piece of content, each thing that I do, each thing that I post, upload, whatever it is, it's one step closer, one brick that we're laying that's going to help me get towards my goals. Because in reality, I would love to make content full-time. I have like so many ideas with what I want to do, how I want to do it, who I want to do it with, and it's going to be really fun, but I need to free up some time first and hopefully get a different job soon. But that's a whole different can of worms that we'll talk about another time. But yeah, I just like would love to do this full time. That way, on a day like today, I could take my family out. I made a video about this on TikTok and Instagram, but yeah, I want to be able to take my family out and we'll go eat a nice lunch, right? After a nice day, I'll wake up early and drop off my kids at school or whatever. Like, even if this were like soon where my daughter isn't in school, but wake up 6 in the morning, golf, after golf, pick up my daughter, my wife, eat a nice lunch, enjoy the rest of the day together. That's the goal right there, and that's why I'm trying to do my content creation stuff, so hopefully I can get some freedom. Hopefully I have the flexibility to do things like that. So I don't know. I think that was a big motivation on why I wanted to do this today and why it was important for me to get this out today, or not get it out, but record this today. Even though it's kind of hard to find time to do anything, I want to make sure I stay consistent with this, because this is something I was genuinely excited for, and what makes like me working a job that I don't really want to be at, what makes it kind of worth when you have that, like when you have that motivation or something that you can look forward to, you know. So, and I always feel a lot better about myself if once I go home, I feel like I've done something to earn the ability to relax. Like I've worked towards hopefully quitting my job one day and doing something like this full time. So I don't know. I always feel way better after I'm done recording and stuff, because then, yeah, I get to like just, I feel like I've accomplished something. I don't know. That could just be me. I don't know. I feel like I'm a really like ambitious person, and I don't like settling, and I don't like doing things I don't like, which is why at the job I'm just like, dude, this sucks. Like I want to move on with my life. I want to do something else, you know, do something I care about. Which is another good story. Today, when I was at work, I had an old couple drive in, and mind you, I don't do anything. I'm a security guard. I just watch a parking lot all day. So it's like pretty boring, and I don't really talk to anyone all too much. But anyway, and I don't really, I mean, I help people by, you know, occasionally I'll help out if someone leaves a car door open or someone needs directions somewhere, which is what happened today, where an old couple, they came to the site I was at, and they weren't supposed to be there. They were looking for something else. So they asked me where they needed to go. I asked for the address they were looking for. I looked it up on my phone, helped them out, and they were older, so it like kind of made sense. So it'd be kind of hard for them to figure out where to go. So I helped them out, and it felt really good. And for a long time, all my jobs were like serving the community, serving others, and it was so much fun, but it was just hard because of the pay and then just the schedule. So like this job, the schedule's fine. I wake up early, but yeah, I'm ready to move on and do something more purposeful, something that I genuinely would enjoy. It's like every Monday I'm like, ugh, here I go. Like it's time to go back. I don't want to go back. I wish I could get a new job with the snap of a finger, but you know, it is what it is. And that's why I think it's important to remind myself that each day you just got to lay a brick down. Just lay a brick down. Do something like this. And I post short form. I try to post short form every single day to hopefully one day, you know, reach my goals. So I got to remember to be patient. Nothing's going to happen in an instant. This could take a long time. Who knows? But the point is, we're moving. And the point is, I'm recording today. I'm doing something. I'm trying. I'm at least trying. And if I don't make it, if I don't achieve my goals or make it where I want to make it, then oh well, that's just how it goes. But I think I'll cut this podcast off soon because looks like my battery's gonna die, and I would hate for this to just stop and I don't have any of this. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end. And I think my wife's trying to get my attention, but yeah, I'm excited to do this, hopefully once a week. I'm going to figure out the battery situation. We need to do that. Figure out the lighting, which I'm only looking on the little screen, so it's hard to tell how good or bad this really looks. The audio, it's a work in progress. That's why this is the first episode, baby. And 20 minutes, I think, is solid, especially for me trying to go off the cuff. Next time, I think I'll write some more ideas down that I want to talk about. But yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to check this out. I'm going to try to get this on audio. That way you don't have to just look at my face and you can just listen. Because when I'm at work, the reason why I wanted to do this was because when I'm at work, all I do is listen to podcasts, and it's the best thing ever, and I love it. So I think it'd be fun to do it, and I feel like I kind of know what makes a good podcast since I listen to so many of them. But yeah, again, I appreciate you taking the time to listen, to watch this, and I'll see you next time or somewhere. I think that's a weird way to end it and a weird thing to say, but I think it is the truth, so I'll leave it at that. And I hope you have a great day, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you later.